squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I put so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Set, 8, read, 66, fully high. Two, fellas, let's go. 44 Mike. Check.
Off the play fake. Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gilbert. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Love. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win. So if
they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off inside the 10. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. Big grip.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. 5.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 5.
They'll drop the throw. He is going to find Hill here. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 64 yards.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
61. Matchbox lights.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and goal to go.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Right back to him on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10.
Orbit. Yes.
Let's go. 50
Now a play fake here on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get a scene 6. 44. Mike, 44.
On first and 10, Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike's Fofo. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 44. Box track. Mike, 44. Ready, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Looking to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Protein spill. Ready.
Fournette running out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Melvin Ingram, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Strong right.
Smooth. Get it.
2nd and 15.
Let's go, defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Brings up third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Let's go,
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Love under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Josh Allen in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001.
56. Mike. 56. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 56 to Mike. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And the pressure gets to him again. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They complete it to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. Watch the safety creep.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 38. Mike 38.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
18. Chopper. 56. Mike 56. Hey, watch the slam.
From the gun. Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 41-yard
Down.
line.
8 read.
Hey, pick your game up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready?
2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 5-5. Mike 55.
Deep rip. Deep rip.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. Done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Bang, 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 bang.
Get it.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Brown. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. He'll get about 4 as he's past to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
61. Ready, go.
And it's Michel once again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
from the gun on third down. Love, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, check, 4 down.
Go.
2nd and 9 now. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. With it is Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, switch gear. You're out. Deuce. Bravo.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mark the my 7.
Stop your whine.
He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now!
Mike 38, Mike 38.
On the ball!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now left side on the swing pass. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun to Michel. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Michel. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Postpone to Mike. Mike's postpone.
Quiet, 64, weak.
Check 30.
On 1st down, Michel. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Love. This will be caught by Brown. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Off play action. Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Mike 38, Mike 38.
Back to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
X3, 218-5.
Fournette, a first down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, exit.
Mike 38, Mike 38.
Get it.
2nd and 5. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Come on,
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
back. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, he's got a 1st down and more inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Michelle on the counter, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll indeed take a knee. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, go.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. From the left hash, this from 46. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Dublin, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars,